We are going to introduce Gaz as a member of the Stone Cold Reavers. And essentially he will be coming out of their little watchtower, noticing you all as you come in. And the rest of the Reavers have essentially been eliminated at this point, or as far as Gaz will know. You all are otherwise inside of the gate as this ogre is mashed into it from the north. And from what you can tell as the dragon, I feel like Ezra probably would have had the solitary look behind as this thing was chucked at him and see signs of the dragon inside of this blizzard. And I believe set up in this form. That's roughly how you all were moving. Justin, Burke, Satoris, Victor, and then Ezra. And predominantly Ezra being last is because of that one on his dexterity check to get through the door. And that's kind of the last sight that you have, is kind of looking out and seeing the dragon as you mash the door shut. Moments later, there's a horrendous boom as something smashes up against the castle walls. What are you all doing inside of there?
Yeah.
I did not catch that at all, Ty.
Hello?
That's
Hello?
much better.
My bad. Yeah. I was just saying, it's funny, I've only missed 30 minutes last session. And
a lot happened.
A lot happened.
Oh, what was it? You took a phone call at the end?
I took a phone call and I had emergency call.
Oh yeah, you had an emergency. Yeah. What was it? You were back with the Manticore? Like during that conversation?
I was before the negotiation had started for the gem and all that stuff. So
gotcha. Yeah, for what it's worth, not much has actually happened where they knew about the dragon. That was how I ended the session. I feel like there was movement towards this area, and you guys basically got spotted by the dragon. And obviously from the ogre, it may have spotted some of the other forces that were investigating the Icespire Peak at this point. So you may have less orcs and ogres here to help you in the dragoning. Or maybe it just had an ogre stored up just in case it met a druid.
All right.
Ty, I think you were at full health anyway, but just in case you weren't, we had taken a long rest after speaking with the Manicore. So if you were less than full, you'd be full again.
It looks all great here, I think. I think I'm good.
So you all are inside of this stabling room. There are 4 horses that seem to be stabled in this area. It's otherwise seems to be a pretty solid stone structure. There's a small opening to the south of you all, about is that like a 5-footer, I think? Yeah, 5 foot wide, as it kind of opens up into a larger space. And I think at that point, Justin would probably at least recognize there are some doors, at least, that lead off from kind of that stable area where you all are.
Are these horses in here, are they alive?
They are indeed.
So that's odd.
And they have barding, not on the horses. They are all, stabled, kind of for the night type of thing. They're naked horses. But they have barding, up against the walls, kind of hanging to kind of keep dry and more or less, safe and sound.
After hearing that loud boom, Jason would probably turn back towards Ezra. The hell was that?
Yeah, not to alarm y'all, but I'm pretty sure we got a welcome present from the dragon.
Shit.
Hmm. We should go deal with that, right? What we came here for.
Moment by moment, you can actually hear like the scratching and clawing against like the door, the stone, and much of this like north and eastern wall of this room that you're in.
Yeah, I feel like we should get a move. I don't feel safe here.
Someone must live here, given these horses seem well cared for. But I don't know if we. Can I look around and try to get a sense of how, like, does the dragon's clawing at the wall seem to be like loosening any stones or like damaging the structure? Like, can I get any sense of how solid it is from where we're in here?
You've got two general options there. You can do a perception if you would like. You can do an investigation if you would like to look for failure points. And you can do, well, you would know from walking up the actual trail along the path to where you've gotten that there were parts of the wall that seemed to have crumbled from the main keep, and you all actually had to climb over some of that rubble along the path to get here.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll just do a general perception check, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm looking in like one particular spot, just kind of a sense of the integrity of the surroundings.
So in general, just paying attention, we can perfectly use your passive there. And you don't spot areas that seem to be failing yet. It seems to be holding fine, but I wouldn't say that you feel confident that the stone can hold out indefinitely.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna sort of move towards the south and see, can I hear anything coming from the southerly direction?
Do a perception check there. And Gaz, are you currently there, Jonah?
I didn't exactly understand I was for being here.
You are essentially a watcher for the Stone Cold Reavers, and most of your group has essentially been killed off. You are vaguely aware that you have not seen them across this day. It's still early in the morning, but people were meant to report earlier, and nobody actually came back to the gatehouse. But otherwise, you have been on watch in essentially the Overlook.
I know more about this little fort we're in.
For what it's worth, we're going for no. You kind of came here early in the evening and have been kind of camped out here while the rest of the group pushed forward into the hold. And they told you to keep watch over this gatehouse.
All right, is the door here in this room that I'm in made of? Can I see out of it?
All of these doors are stone. You would have been aware of them coming up along the ridge, but you can't actually spy out of it unless you open the door.
What about the ceiling? What is it made out of?
Stone as well. It's about 15 feet above you.
And the ground, is it carved or just raw stone?
Everything in this place is fashioned stone. It's pretty nice wrought. It's not like the most amazing stonework, but it's definitely pretty nice. It has a nice like elaborate nature to it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll open the door and see what's going on since it's getting attacked.
You just like trying to peek out of it? Are you just opening it fully?
Guess I'll peek first.
So you can do just like a stealth check.
Eleven.
So as you're peeking out, you're basically watching this group come in, and you hear like the blast from the door to the north of you, and you basically know that these people are now at your like horses that you all arrived on.
I've never been inside this building before.
Like you've been in here for the night.
Haven't like explored this other part of the building.
To what level? What do you want to know?
The room to the above me to the right and the room above me to the left.
They seem to be empty. One of them has a hearth to it on the left.
Is it a bridge?
You know everybody went across to the bridge that you would have crossed over or crossed under heading up here, but there is a bridge from the main barracks into the main keep.
Do I know whether or not the main keep is more fortified?
What do you mean more fortified? Like, do you think it's stronger?
Yeah.
You also would have seen that many of its walls are broken in and damaged.
So there's a dragon and an ogre outside.
You don't know about the ogre.
I know about the dragon.
You probably hear a dragon.
Is there a way to get on top from the bridge? If I go out onto the bridge, is there like...
All right, let me stop for a moment here. I am trying to throw you into the party so you can join the party. You can try to avoid the party if you would like, but that's not the idea here. Join the party. I don't want to be too meta about it, but join the party and start adventuring with them. You joined last minute. This is the best way for me to not wait an entire session to say, and here's Gaz. So please, just join the party.
all right. I'll come out. Who's making all that racket out here? Shit.
So who, Gaz, do you want to just maybe just describe? I'm gonna come around south as I hear your voice. So do you want to just maybe quickly describe sort of what I'd see or what we'd see?
Made the character token.
Well, no, like you do a description of the visual look of your character. What are the first things that kind of pop about you?
The fact that I have a, mechanical dog with me.
Okay.
What do you look like?
Me. Standard human, 5, 6 foot tall. I'm guessing I'll model after myself. Caucasian, cut hair. Try to keep it short to keep it from getting burned. Rough and rough face, too lazy to cut the beard. And goggles, pull them up, and there's soot around where the goggles were at.
What do you wear? What do you carry?
Currently wearing not chainmail, scale mail, shield, and a spear.
And then just kind of going like southeast to northeast. Justin, can you describe yourself?
Sure. So Justin's he's about 6 feet. He's wearing studded leather armor, kind of a darker sort of bluish black color. Got a short bow for one shoulder. He's got a short sword, a few daggers. Got dark brown hair, brown eyes. Human. Yeah, that's about it.
Ezra?
When we look at Astra, you see human, around 5'4", light brown hair going down to shoulder pads, dark brown eyes, wearing leathers and robe underneath, and carrying a shield and a forest staff.
Victor?
Okay, I think I remember what I wrote for Victor. I think he's like 6 foot, very skinny. He's got fine clothes with a leather armor above. Oh, can you hear me? My bad.
Yep, that's good.
And I think we're all wearing travelers jackets because of the weather. We're wearing it like all wearing the traveler's jackets as well. Yeah, that's about it for Victor. Oh no, he just had like the shaved sides and like all of his hairs on top of his head and slicked back. That's about it.
And then Burke?
Burke's 6 foot, looks like a soldier. He's got a flaming sword of Tempest on his hauberk and shield, warhammer. Super surprised, maybe a little bit stupid look on his face, looking at your dog.
And then Sulla. Or Satoris, my bad.
So, one second. Started coughing immediately. So, the man in the last of the group, clearly the most handsome person there, has a roguish look on his face and is carrying two swords, a green trench coat, and that's him.
So with a bit of a frozen look across many of the faces, staring at the dog. What are you all thinking right away?
It's a mechanical dog, like a.
I think probably the first thing that you would notice is that it looks like an armored dog.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like at present, your first thought would probably be more towards this looks like a dog with like plate mail barding.
Oh, okay. I've never seen anything like that.
Burke's first thought is to get around the corner away from the door in case the dragon comes in, because he's less afraid of the dog than he is of the dragon.
Not us making all that racket. I'm afraid we may have brought an uninvited guest. Came up here tracking the dragon, but it seems to have spotted us. Don't know how long it's going to be stuck
What
outside.
kind of dragon?
It's a blue dragon, right?
Wings, teeth, claws.
Yeah, blue dragon.
Are you sure it's a dragon and not a drake?
I think you should go out and tell us if you know the difference between those two things.
Pretty sure it's a dragon, right?
All I know is that it is strong enough to throw an ogre at me. So, yeah.
Those your horses in the stable?
They were my
uh,
team's. I
didn't realize this place was inhabited.
I'm not sure it is anymore.
Where's your team?
They went inside the keep. Haven't come back. Been a while.
The east side of the building is just going to start to almost freeze from the outside. You'll see some like ice crystals forming inside just behind some of the horses. Many of the horses are going to start like neighing and like fighting against their ties, as there's just a horrendous cold feeling that creeps in from the east, and the temperature seems to be dropping by almost 10 degrees, just like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's get out of here.
Yeah, I want to go to the keep.
Yeah, I'm all for getting just away from here.
Not a fan of the cold.
How many horses are there?
4 horses.
We try to free the horses.
Yeah, you do that.
Use them to dash across to the keep if we can, or the
Can they even get through the doors?
Can you ride a horse? I've never ridden a horse ever.
The horses might be useful later. I think we should leave one as a snack for the dragon to distract it.
Go through this door here. To-
See a set of stairs. It's a smaller little corridor. With everybody talking about the horses, you could probably fit a horse through this area. It's going to be a snug fit. The horse may not be happy, and it may be able to round the corner to make it to the next way, because the stairway is going up and to the west, and then it's actually going to turn north.
All right, I'm gonna pop up top of the stairs so I can see where we're going to see if it's viable. I think maybe we can maybe get the horses up here in the what looks like the hall, maybe.
Can I attempt to calm any of the horses down, or I try to set them cut their ties?
You can do an animal handling check.
Can I help him with that? I don't think I'm proficient though.
My bad, you were kind of breaking up there. Do you have proficiency with animal hand?
No, I was gonna say I don't have proficiency, but like, can I help him? He takes one set of the horses, and I can take the other.
Does Justin have animal handling?
I do not. I'm not proficient now.
I have animal handling. And they're my horses.
Oh, there you go. Let him do it.
I'm gonna handle the doors.
So, yeah, Justin, and then a roll from Gaz. There we go. Yeah, you guys feel pretty confident you're able to calm the horses. They're not happy standing here, but they seem to at least be initially calmer to your touch, but you can still see as they're like pulling away from that wall and kind of pushing towards you. Burke, as you clear up into that room, you do see a large mildly like armory, mildly like a barracks, but there's different like bedrolls set aside here. There's some old and rusted gear. You see a large hearth to the south of you, and then another door that leads to what you can assume was the bridge that you all climbed under or walked under coming here.
How protected do you think I'd be by these windows? Like, are they, arrow slits for firing? I want to get a sense of how much protection they would provide.
They are arrow slits for firing. You can actively see like the whirling snow and ice kind of like blasting against the wall and the parts that are like making it through the slits from the outside.
So there's like a cold effect coming in the windows.
Yep.
Cool. I think I'm gonna pop this door open and see what's going on in that direction.
I wanted to check these rooms out before we move on. 2 rooms to the south.
Each seems like a smaller storage room. One of them maybe was a sleeping quarters that actually has a hearth in it. But in general, they're pretty much empty at this point. The signs of things that are there was like stored goods in the southeast, and most of those barrels have essentially disintegrated over time. It looks like this place has been lost for quite some time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I would try to grab one of the horses and start leading it after Burke. Assuming Gaz and Ezra will each take one, and then I think Gaz's idea to leave one, maybe it'll distract the dragon, kind of as a sacrificial lamb.
Just leaving it in the stables.
Yeah, I don't know if I could lead 2 horses, so I think I would just maybe the one closest to the like in the corner, the most northernmost one, and take the 3 in the other stalls.
Gotcha. Burke, as you open the door, you see this bridge is like a frozen like sheen of ice across the whole thing, and in the center there's almost spikes kind of sticking out of it. Roll a wisdom for me. There's a form and structure to this ice, and you see it almost looks like something blasted into the center of this bridge, and the ice, like the shards, are stabbing out of the bridge from that central point, and the ice is like formed from that central point like out into a circle, and that seems to be what has frozen the bridge. But you otherwise see the bridge. It's about 60 or 70 feet across to the keep on the other side.
So if I understand, the center of this is like full of sharp shards of ice, likely to get hurt running across it.
It's more kind of like stalagmites.
Coming, yeah, not from the top like tights. Thank you, Justin, for that lesson.
Yeah, sure. Burke, is the keep open? Do you see the door?
Yeah, I don't know. Is the door open at the far end or the door shut? Does it look like I could get
roll
over there?
Perception at a disadvantage there. There's like the whirl of the actual blizzard kind of happening here. Can't quite tell if it's closed, but you feel like it looks like it was left cracked, as if perhaps it is mostly closed, but not maybe latched and probably not locked. It's just a feeling.
Yeah, Justin, I'm not sure about the door. This might be the most defensible spot we're going to find anyway. We can fire in 3 directions. Thicker walls. Can we see the dragon out the window?
Let me have you all do perceptions. I guess really it would be the 4. You are pretty confident that you saw it in the snow to like the northwest of you, and that it's flying across that northern side. You feel like you saw it in the blizzard. Everybody else is like pointing out where they saw the dragon, and you're just looking about like, that wasn't the dragon. That's just snow.
All right, so dragon's circling. We're not going to get across that bridge without making a popsicle out of somebody.
What's a popsicle?
It's a frozen treat. My mom used to make it for me. You don't know about popsicles?
No.
Well, maybe if there's time later, I'll make you one.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me have Jastin, Ezra, and Burke do a Constitution saving throw.
Jasdin. I like that better.
I'm terrible at Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, don't you have 1 point of exhaustion?
I got that dropped, but I have a feeling I might get one back now.
Oh. Oh yeah, because of the long rest. Yep.
First point of exhaustion doesn't even really matter too much either.
Like half speed or something? Not even.
It's just disadvantage on ability check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like not really too much.
So as you get a little bit closer to these walls and the outer edges, you start to feel the bite of the snow, and you can feel cutting through your winter clothing and your furs, just this cold creeping in. Let's see, Burke and Jason, it's not as important outside of combat, but your movement is reduced by 10. And each of you will take 4 cold damage. And then Ezra, you're going to take 2 cold damage.
All right, well, I'm going to get my eyes on this dragon.
Is there a fire going in this hearth here?
Doesn't look like there's been a fire in there for quite some time.
Is there any wood by it to start a fire?
Roll an investigation. The little bits of wood that you've spotted in this area are like disintegrating just upon touch. They're much more spongy. There's not really any of the actual wood fibers remaining. It's all of just kind of the like connective tissue of the wood.
Figures.
Is that the same for the bunks?
Oh,
Yeah, effectively those are the same thing, where it's more like rotted visual evidence that there was bunking here.
Copy that.
We can light a few I don't know if the torches will stay lit, but sticking to the center away from the walls, maybe we can get a few torches lit.
I thought we could warm up for maybe a second before we push forward.
We gotta kill the dragon out the
Well.
window.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So, okay, so are we gonna... Are we going to... I don't think we can kill it from this window, right? I mean...
Yeah, no, I think we have a very slim chance of actually killing the dragon from here.
You
Feel
think
it-
if we discourage it by like hitting it with some flames or something?
I kind of got a one-shot thing that I could do. Oh no, I got a multiple flame things, but you know, I got one big one that I could do, which could do a lot of damage. I think if we could lead it inside this over the fort over there, maybe it'll like break through and we'll like some sort of big open space to fight it inside somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we should be at least in a bigger area if you want to fight the dragon. That's bunched up together. I really feel like hard to.
Should we try to
You
make
want-
it into the keep?
I mean, hey, I'd really rather not fight it outside. It's a, you know, I imagine it's very elusive out there with the storm.
Yeah, storm both and the fact that it can just fly away from us if we want to.
Did
It's
you
like a
leave?
weird.
Did you leave that door open, Burke?
No. No, because I assume the dragon's out there waiting for us to run across that bridge.
Just wanted to confirm that.
So wait, what did you see out there on the bridge again?
Ice, stalagmites, door
Uh,
that I can't tell if it's open or not. Looks like it might be cracked. Somebody with great footing is gonna have to run across there, barrel through that door. Who's it gonna be?
Not it.
I can try to make it across if you can maybe try and lay down some covering fire.
Hey, what about you with the, you know, the dog? Huh? You all up for that?
He doesn't have padding on his feet. He'll slip and slide just like the rest of us.
Could send one of the horses out.
Cruel but genius.
So there's like high winds. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a blizzard happening around this place that you all are in.
All right, so just sending the horse out as a distraction.
Yeah, keep an eye at these windows to the. Send a horse over on the bridge and see if anything comes after it.
Or horse.
Be ready to attack it if it does.
All right, yeah.
Unless anyone has a better idea.
I don't.
The only
Yeah.
other idea I have is one of us running across.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
So maybe throw the horse out there. The dragon takes a shot at it, then kills it, flies away. We make a run for the keep. Right?
After the dragon swoops by, we'll run behind it.
Yeah. So like when it's got its back turned, we'll run for the keep.
I'm gonna watch out this window.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to open the door and sort of try to send the horse out across onto the bridge. Like give it a slap to get it moving.
Alrighty, so let me have Burke, Satoris, Ezra, Victor, and Justin make a Constitution saving throw. And for what it's worth, roll a d20 for me, Jonah. You can play as the horse.
My goodness.
As the snow is still whirling in through the arrow slits, the door opening has a gush of snow flying in through that central area. And let's see. Anybody who is 10 or under is going to take 2 damage. Anybody who's above 10 is going to take 1. And if you failed, your movement speed is reduced for the turn.
Good to go.
Let's see. Jason sent the horse over. Let me have you do animal handling for me. And then let me have Satoris roll a d20 for me.
Nine.
As you go to push the horse out of the way, out of the door, it's kind of like fighting back. It doesn't want to go out there. It seems just wretched with fear. And within a moment of the door opening, there's going to be... Oops, it's on the wrong layer. A massive blast of cold as the horse starts to freeze from its legs up. There's little stalagmites starting to grow from the ground about it. Inside of this circle, it just expands out as ice starts to penetrate into this building.
What the hell?
So Victor, Justin, and Ezra, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Rushing the numbers. 4d6, and it's gonna do a total monstrous damage here of 6 damage. So it's a con 12, so Ezra's gonna fail, the other 2 are going to pass. Ezra, your next weapon attack, you have disadvantage, and you are going to take 6 damage. Jason and Victor are going to take 3 damage. And then... Burke, roll a d20 for me, for the horse. Of the 6 damage dice in front of me, 4 of them are 1s. Let's see. Pretend a horse has con. I don't have stat block in front of me. So the horse seems to be somewhat resistant to it. You can see the cold and the ice still encroaching across its hooves as it stands there. Are you trying to force it out the door? Are you shutting the door in front of you, Justin? Are you pulling the horse back in?
Did I get any sense of what direction this blast of cold came from?
Roll a perception for me. You're pretty sure it came from the north, but it may be just as likely to be more above than not. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. I'm going to sort of stop trying to force the horse. We pull it back inside and just tell the others we can't just stand still. We need to either make a run for it or do something. Otherwise, this thing's just going to keep blasting us.
As you start to pull it back, you actually see the ice on its hooves are like crumbling and shattering, and like the last hoof that you move is almost frozen in place by the time you move it, and the horse like cracks through the ice, and the ice just kind of trickles off from its hooves, and it seems to be moving fine.
All right. Are we heading out or?
Yeah, we should probably head out. We're sitting ducks here.
Yeah. So I'm going to sort of, after getting the horse out of the way, I'm going to move out. Try and move on to the bridge. Keep my footing and maybe look around, see if I can spot anything in the sky.
Are you moving to cross the bridge? Are you trying to cautiously step outside right now? What are you thinking there?
Yeah, I'm going to cautiously start because I don't know. I want to get a sense of how slippery this is. Like if it's like slick ice or is it somewhat kind of like tamped down? Like, is it going to be an issue if we try to race across it?
All right, so two things I want to clarify here. Every time you guys are spending a turn next to or out of doors, you're making Constitution saving throws against the cold. Does everybody recognize that? Standing next to a window, standing outside, being outside are currently dangerous.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So those are where the saves, some of the saves have come from. And you are feeling that there is ice coming in from like open doors by about 15 feet or so, and from the windows by about 5 feet or so. So if you step out, Justin, I need you to make a Constitution save as well as a Dex save.
Yeah.
So you feel confident in your footing. The cold is biting into you, and you're going to take 2 damage, but you otherwise resist that, so your actual movement is not reduced. And looking around, you don't currently see the dragon. You see thicker points where the blizzard seems to be stronger, and you're starting to gather on that the dragon is causing this weather, that the very nature of this creature is ice, and it's an environmental threat unto itself.
Okay. From where I'm standing, can I make out whether we can get inside the keep? Whether it's
You can do another perception disadvantage.
Ooh.
You're almost positive that that door is open and that you should be able to push through it.
all right. So I'm going to call back to the others. The door's open, and not wanting to be stuck outside, I'm going to try and run across and get into the main keep.
I'll follow behind him.
So I don't see a reason why you wouldn't be able to make it with your bonus there, Justin. It is difficult terrain, so it's going to take essentially all of your movement to cover that area. But you can cross the bridge there. Let me have you make a strength check. I guess really athletics. Just as you like fly into the door at the speed of your run, you kind of blast into it and it resists for a moment until there's just like a burst of ice and the door opens and you're inside of a little like arrow. Damn, the shift key. Inside of a little like arrow slit room. It's not terribly surprising as far as like entrances to keeps go, that it's basically that last line of defense where you're just in a murder hole. And if Victor is following, I need a Dex and a Con save from you.
I'm gonna ask Ezra real quick. You want to try and walk across together, like help each other out?
I mean, like holding on to each other to get across.
Yeah, I mean, like locking arms and all that stuff. I don't know. Might help.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll help you.
All right. All right. So with that, would it still be the same thing, Dex and
So
Con?
you two are holding hands, skipping across the bridge.
Yes, sir.
Very merrily.
Dex and con saves from both of you.
And then while they're doing that, can I try and get this door open to my left?
That door also is not sealed. Very quickly, you reveal that there is a large kind of sitting room here, like almost like entertainment hall. You see that there is a single door to the south, but you also very quickly spot that there are two false doors in this room to the northeast and the northwest of you. All right, so both of you are going to be able to maintain your footing. Victor, your speed is going to be reduced by 10. Victor will take 3, and Ezra will take 1 cold damage. So I think Victor will be limited to getting stuck out there. Because what is it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, so Victor's going to be right about there. Ezra can clear it to the other side.
Supposed to help each
Don't
other.
worry.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
help you.
Alright, Victor, I'll be
gonna.
cheering you on from this side.
I mean,
Uh,
he can try to help you and get stuck out there with you.
It's all good. I don't. Whatever.
I'm gonna get stuck out there with you because I'm gonna try to make it across too.
You got a big good con, so you probably make it.
On plus the dex.
Yep, con and dex.
The Constitution saving throw and a dexterity check, right?
No, both are saves. You're trying not to slip on the ice. You're trying to save your balance.
I'm definitely trying not to slip on the ice.
Same thing. You're going to take 3 cold damage. Your speed will be reduced by 10, so you'll get stuck. Yep, right out there, right by Victor.
I'm here, Victor, to help you.
Thanks, man. You look stuck yourself, though.
That's on purpose.
Can we try and move again, or is that like is someone gonna have to come and get us?
Right now, it's just the peculiarities of being outside of initiative. The actual way you guys are choosing to do everything is determining a lot of things.
Okay.
But at present, while the two of you are landed there, you are attracting a little bit of attention, and we are going to go to a true initiative.
Fantastic.
So if everyone can select their tokens and then roll for initiative.
Beautiful. I roll high for the initiatives. I've noticed like last game I roll high initiatives, but everything else.
It's good, you get to act first.
Don't worry about me.
So as you two are running across the bridge, you're going to see as a massive white head kind of peeks out from within this blizzard as this creature starts to flap its wings and the blizzard can't actually keep up with the creature's movements and the wind starts to blow away from it and it starts to reveal these massive wings attached to its claws and its wings sweep back and it's going to start to soar directly towards Victor and perhaps Burke.
Nice.
Not so nice. So alrighty. So it's gonna go to Victor as you see this creature starting to swoop towards you. What would you like to do?
I was hoping that it. No, never mind. I wasn't hoping for that. How far is it away?
It looks like it's probably about 100 feet above you, and then probably about 50 or 60 feet away.
Oh, so there's no top to this thing, to this bridge. I thought there was like a cover or something.
No, the bridge itself is definitely open to the outside. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, my bad.
It's like a serving platter.
Oh yeah.
100% a surfing platter. It's just not made of silver.
I can't really do too much. I'm gonna just blast him.
So you've got the push and the pull now. Does that limit by size? I don't believe it does.
It's not very detailed. It just says I can, push an enemy or something. I can look at it real quick.
You're gonna see as it kind of like swoops its wing out of the way, and the first blast just goes clear over its right shoulder.
Nice. Well, I'll go and get the hell on out of here if I can. I'm gonna move towards the keep.
If I recall correctly, you now have double Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you get 2 beams at level
What?
5.
What?
Yep. Now when you use Eldritch Blast, you roll twice, and you've got 2 different attacks with it. Cantrips get better as you level up.
I'm going to blast again. I didn't see that. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, but never mind. It doesn't matter.
Swing and a miss.
All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way towards the keep now.
As you're starting to run away, you put the second Eldritch Blast directly into the actual bridge itself.
Oh, it was a 1. Yep. Okay. I pushed it away from me 10 feet.
That would be an interesting one to actually like crumble the bridge. Like, there you go, take Burke.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move to there, in that little hallway.
And it's gonna go to Satoris.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to rush up.
So, Con and a Dex, I think with all 3 of your movements, there's no way you can't make it.
Con and a
Although you're certainly trying, because your movement's going to be 20, so you're going to have 60. So yeah, you can only move 30 across the difficult terrain. So the Dex, you're good. You won't fall prone. And Con, you're going to take 5 cold damage, and your speed will be reduced by 10. And
10 or half?
What was that?
10 or 30?
Your speed is reduced by 10, so I believe your speed is 30.
Yeah, so if I'm dashing, that means I can move 50.
You can move like your dash basically is 40, and then if with your bonus action you can do 60, but the actual bridge itself is difficult terrain, so that is further halved.
Okay. Okay.
And then it's going to go to Justin.
Okay, so I'm going to call out to the others. Do you see it? But,
Yes.
I see it.
Going to, not wanting to venture onto the bridge again, I am going to sort of hold my ground in here, and I think I'll just take the. I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna go down to this south door, and then maybe open the door, and just take the dodge action for my main action. If I can open this door.
Do another athletics for. Oh yeah, you break some ice free of the latches, and it very quickly opens for you. See a hallway inside. There are a few doors. Damn the shift button. And you very quickly spot that there is a further door hidden in the east side of the wall.
So kind of like shout to you. I was like, "Come on!" And then I would maybe get in here.
All right. So on Justin's turn, I need everybody outside or within 15 feet of a outside to make a con save. I think that's going to include Victor, Gaz, Burke, and Satoris. Con saves.
The high rollers.
For 6 damage, it is going to. See. It's going to hit all of you. Nope, con 10, my bad. So, Gaz, you're going to take 3. The others of you are going to take 6, and your movement speed is reduced by 10 currently. Oh, my bad. I did not mean to skip over Burke there. But it will then go to Burke.
If Burke had run away, would he have been, inside for that damage?
That was on initiative 14.
Got it. Burke does the math and thinks he can hit, so he's gonna fire off spell. Gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the dragon. He's excited.
Excellent.
He's excited to be staring down a dragon.
18 hits. Dealing 18 damage.
My goodness.
Yeah, you just like illuminate this creature with the light of Tempest as you blast into it. You see just like an eerie silhouette of white as this creature's body is glowing inside of the blizzard. And as it like swoops its wings back and the blizzard is kind of clearing, you get a full view of this creature's extremely large body. Its tail is almost twice as long as the rest of the creature's body and about as wide as its wingspan. Solid hit though.
Okay, now I'm gonna run away.
You will still have the the chance to fall prone. I don't think you can get stuck out there, but roll a dex save. Yeah, so you're gonna fall prone, and then I think you'll have to use your dash to get out of there because you're still on difficult terrain for 10 more feet. So it's gonna take that 20 feet of movement. No, yeah. So you're 20 feet of no, you're gonna be at 15 feet. Yeah. So you will have to dash to get all the way out, but you can take, what is that? A total of 30 feet of movement.
Great.
No, 20. You're gonna have 10 more. You can basically be one in front of Victor, basically running inside of there.
I think he's pissed, Victor.
I didn't see that, so why?
I
Did you
lit
get
him
him?
up. He looked bad.
And it is going to go to Gazik.
So is this bridge level?
Yep.
You said there's ice on it
Yeah.
and spikes on the ice?
Yeah. They're meant to be more for flavor. They were trying to warn you all that this thing had a ice weapon.
How tall are the sides of the bridge?
3 feet. Vaguely waist high.
Cool. I take a running start and put my shield in front of me, in front of my breast, and jump and slide across the bridge on my shield.
Ooh.
So how do I do that?
Do a dexterity save. All right, so you blast through the ice on the bridge, these stalagmites. Gonna take 1 cold damage as they kind of like blast into you there, and you slide through them. You kind of, Satoris, let me have you do a dexterity save. Are you there, Sala?
Yep.
Can you roll a
Can't
dexterity?
say.
No,
Oh, okay,
dexterity save. You're like dodging him sliding across on a shield. Word. Satoris gets out of the way at the last moment as your shield barrels through, and you're just gonna kind of like plink off of the door and slam into the wall across the other side. Do a con save. Not that far. You're like right next to Victor.
That's pretty fucking cool. Oh, well.
You're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage as you slam into the wall on the other side.
That was worth it. That's pretty cool. Why didn't you do that, Burke? You got a shield.
Yeah, I'm not that smart. I was trying to help you. I was trying to catch up and help you, buddy.
You could have slid right in me, you know, knocked me in the door. I would have been okay with it.
Knocked you off the bridge.
Oh, no, the bridge.
Can I use my multiple attack actions, or does this count as my turn?
What are you trying to do here?
I'll pull out my crossbow and I'm not exactly sure. You have to do you have to do attacks with your multiple attack actions, right? You can't do things like tie a rope to a crossbow quiver arrow.
Like, you can certainly try to tie a rope to a crossbow, but you ran across the bridge, so you already took like the dash action.
Right. So I just want to pull out my crossbow and some rope and start to tie a bolt with the rope. That'll be my turn. Because I don't see. It's not like I'm standing next to something to attack multiple times and swing up and swing down. So yeah, I'd say that's probably my turn. If you heard me or not.
Yeah, I got you.
I think grabbing something out of your bag is 3 actions. My crossbow will be on my back, so it wouldn't be too hard. But anything further than that would be too many actions.
I 100% agree that it is too many actions to accomplish. The shield as a thing to ride across was probably most of your action. Because you basically would have had to, like, take the shield off of your arm and, like, unbind it from your arm.
Why couldn't I just put my arm in front of me with the shield on it?
Because you're using it as a sled.
Okay.
Oh, actually, your dog acts after you as well. So, con save and a dex save.
He's not affected by cold. I wouldn't think. But yeah, I'll do it. 1 sec. He's not affected by exhaustion.
This isn't a save for exhaustion. It's a save for cold damage. Is he immune to cold?
No.
Then yeah, he's making a save. And then dex for him as well. It's going to take 2 cold damage, fleeing through the outside. I think it can take the dash action, so it can make it across. With its 80 reduced by half as it's crossing the bridge.
Yeah, it can take a dash.
All right. As the dragon swoops down, it is going to try to bite into Satoris. No, I think it's just going to claw at Satoris. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
And then a 20 should hit, and that will do 12 damage of slashing as it claws across you with a swipe.
12 damage.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use my what's his name? Uncanny dodge to half the damage. So I'm just gonna take 6.
And it is going to release another blast into the corridor where all of its prey has been fleeing. And I need, let's see, Burke, Victor, Gaz, the Defender, and Satoris to make Constitution saving throws. Con 12. So Burke is going to take full. Victor is going to take full. Gazan the Defender will take half, as well as Satoris. And it is 11, 15, 16 cold damage. Anybody who took the full 16 will have disadvantage on their next weapon attack. I guess technically
six.
speaking, it's just for next turn, so it kind of depends on. It's not like cumulative. Like Ezra, by not making a weapon attack, yours like dissipated.
Oh, nice.
I'm down.
Good.
So you're gonna see behind you as Satoris starts to freeze into place, as his feet are like a part of these stalagmites, and the ice is like growing through his body as it's like drawing up and out into these spikes.
I am going to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke. If I can.
I believe Hellish Rebuke is anytime you take damage, so yeah. It's a saving throw. Yeah, roll the nat 20.
Shit.
So probably verse half,
Yes.
and it will take 14. As you see, the fire almost like starts to melt some of the ice whirling around this thing. It seems hurt, but it's not afraid. This thing is hungry, and it has the face of a rabid creature being attacked in its hole.
All right.
And with that, we will go to Ezra.
Yeah, I'll just move up a little bit and cast Healing Word at Sartorius. Tell him to get his lazy ass up.
Lazy, huh?
And I'm gonna move closer to Justin.
I'm sorry. Can we go back? I didn't mean to cast that at 3rd level.
I'm
It's my bad.
pretty sure you have to cast at your highest level, so that's why.
Okay, I have to because
Like, I think you only have 3rd level spell slots. Like, as a warlock,
Warlocks only have their highest level spell slots.
exactly,
Okay.
yeah. You only ever have, like, cantrips or your full power.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what warlocks do.
Okay.
So you used your bonus action there, Ezra, and then you moved away after healing Sartorius. Did you do anything else action-wise?
No, I'm
Excellent. So it is going to move to Victor, and then Sartorius will be next up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fireball, and then I'm gonna run away.
So you can place it with the spell template under spells, Fireball. Going to the exact opposite. It's definitely burning. Oh, not if you place it there, though. That's a good miss. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
I can't move it. Well, there we go. There we go. Just so it doesn't hit
Gotcha.
Sartorius.
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so you're gonna see as this thing's like wrenching from the hellish rebuke, like the fire from in front of it, it's just going to get blasted as you like immediately come back with a font of fire from behind it, and it's going to explode, and its wings are just going to start to singe as this creature is like glowing inside of a whirl of white and red, as there's both blizzard and fire at the same time, and it's just going to shriek out.
And gonna run away. That's not 10 feet. Got to reduce to the like 10. Hold on. I think I'm trying to get like right outside the door. Basically, that's all I can go.
You would have 20 feet of movement like this turn.
I'm
Once-
sorry. Yeah. So it comes back every turn. So yeah, I have 20.
Well, you
Okay.
still failed last turn. Like, you still failed on the Blizzard's count, so you have 20 as your speed this turn. But the bridge itself was the difficult terrain. Once you make it through that door, you're back on stone.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to be right there, and as I'm running away, I'll yell at Satoris to run. Run away!
And it's going to go to Satoris. And Justin will be up next.
Taurus is indeed gonna run away.
So it's still like a kind of weird thing. You are prone. You'll have to make a dexterity save once you do stand and start to move. Yeah, you're golden.
I jump for dear life.
So it's like all of your movement to get inside, and then you're basically on normal movement. Right? Did you fail? No, you passed the last constitution. So yeah, you've got like your normal 30 once you're inside of that the murder hole.
And that's my
And it's gonna go to Justin.
All right, so assuming I would have been able to hear the dragon sort of shriek out in pain, I'm going to come up north.
Yeah, you would have heard almost like the flash freezing of like crackling ice, followed by like 2 different explosions and a shriek of pain.
Okay, now I don't know. Do I have line of sight on it from where I'm standing now? Or is that sort of edge of the wall?
I think shooting through that murder hole is going to limit it to something that would be on the bridge only.
Okay, yeah. I mean that makes sense. It doesn't. I was trying to just get a sense, but I think that corner kind of cuts me off from it. Okay, so I'm going to move up this way, and I'm going to sort of unsling my bow. I'm gonna hold an arrow just in case the dragon sort of crosses into range. Like if he comes into my view, sort of through the murder hole, if I can release an arrow at it.
Sounds good.
Please
And
don't
that'll
shoot
be
me.
yeah, I'll try not to hit you.
I'm on 1 hit point.
So Burke, Gaz, and the dog con saves, please. Big damage is going to be 2 damage for a fail. DC 10. So Burke will take 1. Dog will take 1. Gaz will take 1. As the fire dissipates, the ice starts to blast again from outside, coming through that open door. It's on Burke.
Do I have? Can I see to target the dragon?
You would have to move back a little bit, But I would say, I think probably the 10 feet of movement, and you could get sight on it. And it is still glowing with the guiding bolt.
And do I have 30 feet of movement now because I passed that con check?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so I'm going to move up 10, fire off a spell, and then I can still get away. So another guiding bolt.
21 will hit.
How's he look?
You can see signs of the damage on it. There's certainly like charred marks. There's open wounds from where you've blasted him with the guiding bolt. But the dragon also still seems to be moving smoothly. It's not really showing signs that it's terribly injured.
All right, I'm going to run my 20 feet to this corner. And that's my turn.
And then we'll go to gods.
Dragon's still right there.
Yeah, like you can hear the wind and the flap of its wings. It had like just attacked Satoris out there and just saw Burke blast it.
Am I still like slipping on ice?
If you walk back out onto the bridge.
Can I go inside more, or is it closed? Or
Nope, the doors are open.
is there any lever or something that would maybe close like a gate right here or something?
You can roll a investigation if you'd like to try. You spot like an old style of like hook and like dimensional lumber where they would bar the door with a large piece of wood across that area.
Door just has a big lock on it.
That's what it looks like.
Slam the door shut. Lock it tight. Not over there anymore. I guess I could take the dash to do. I'll run back and close the door. My bonus action to close it.
Do a strength check.
Saving throw.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. So going to move this piece of wood into place, you can feel that it seems pretty ancient, and it may not be the strongest way to lock a door anymore, but it's the best you've got right now. And you shut that door, you throw this in place, and you hope that it holds out and that the dragon can't bash it in. But the door seems to be locked.
All right, if it starts to break, I'll cast Mending on it.
You don't have an action to hold right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
At the end of Gaz's turn, there's going to be a massive bash against the door as you just hear an incredible amount of weight thrown against it, and the door seems to hold. And for a moment, the whirling seems to dissipate and clear away, and it seems like maybe you ran the dragon off.
A little close. Just a little bit close.
Yeah, how are you feeling, Victor? You're hurt pretty badly, right?
Yeah, I'll be bleeding profusely.
I'll give you a cure wounds.
Oh wait, do we oh, never mind.
Holy second wins, Batman.
Wow.
Thank you, Ezra.
Come here, boy. Come here. I'll cast Mending on my dog.
Anyone else hurting badly? Or are we good?
I'm at 15 of 23, so I think I'm still okay. It was a good job getting that door closed. I'm not sure how long it's going to hold, so perhaps we should investigate around here a little bit.
Yeah, what's your health?
I'm at 15 of 23. So,
You're-
so
okay.
I'm not like bloodied or anything. I'm just, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh no,
for now.
your high is 23.
Yeah, I haven't rolled very well for hit dice, hit points.
That was one of the inspirations for creating a new dragon, because a normal young white dragon would like auto kill Justin pretty much any time it used its breath weapon on him. And by auto kill, I mean like instantly dead.
Yeah, when he said 46, like that sounds a little low, but I'm glad for it.
Gets to use it a lot more than the breath weapon, versus having like the massive damage of its other breath weapon.
But anyway, we're here now.
So you
Made it.
all take a moment to kind of gather yourselves. You hear another blast half-heartedly against the door. Still seems to hold.
So, where, north or south? Down the hallway or you're like west of us?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go and check it. You said this was a false door over here to my left.
Yep, you see two different false doors here. One to your left there, directly west of you, and another to the east of you.
And when you say false door, do you mean it's a door, but it doesn't actually lead anywhere?
I mean, you have observant, and you see that there's a hidden door there.
Oh, hidden. Okay, hidden door. Okay.
False wall, I guess I should have said.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. It wasn't entirely like a painted on door or something. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get that open.
Take a moment looking over the area, and you do spot the way to kind of slide it open. It's different stonework than what you're used to from the dwarven caves of Cornbahir. You actually see the line. It's faint. It's almost hidden, but it's not nearly as perfect as theirs. And you see just a little bit where you can almost get like a finger to it. And the moment you get your finger in place there, the door actually starts to slide just from like the little bit of like the most minute pressure. You see another wall across the other side, telling you that you can probably open up the other side of this, as well as stairs that seem to lead down into the south.
All right. So I'll move over. Let the others know I see stairs heading down to get down there. Put some space between us and the dragon. And then also, sort of, as I'm pointing that out, I'm going to take a look at this other, sort of, what I think might be another hidden door and try and get that open as well.
Gaz. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Just go.
Gaz, do you know what's down there? You been up in here before?
No, the others went ahead of me. I was taking care of the horses.
Okay. Alright. Wonder if you've been in here.
What's everyone else doing as Justin's like pulling open this wall of the keep?
Esther is gonna shake the flag. One I'm next to now. See what's in there.
I kind of lost your mic. I just heard like Ezra's going to.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay. Yeah, I said he's gonna go down and try to check the room where he's at right now and see if the door can open if it's locked.
So yeah, as you move into this area, you see three different doors, one to the west of you, and then two to the south of you. You're just gonna try the one to the south. You can do a strength check, or rather athletics. Crack off some ice that's like formed around the actual door sill, opening up to a larger room. There's definitely signs of disintegrating wood from a massive table that used to span about 20 feet of this actual room, and then there's a large hearth on the southern side. Further you all start to move into this castle, the more you see that the stone has almost blended with ice. As this place has frozen over time, the stone seems almost like a cold blue with ice crystals growing through it. What's everyone thinking right now?
Looking for signs of Gaz's friends. They said they came over here. Do we see any signs that anybody's been over here? Are all the doors frozen?
It's hard to look for any like footprints or any signs on the ground in this place. The actual ice and snow has kind of started to penetrate throughout, but where you're looking here, there doesn't seem to be any sign of life in this place outside of quite a long while.
Guys, I wonder if your friends didn't make it across the bridge.
Hard to say. Maybe they're just covering their tracks really well. Hope.
Yeah.
Cast mending on my dog again. Raparando.
That's just like to fix the armor there.
Repairs him. Like a healing spell.
Cool.
I'm gonna call back to the others. Any chance of getting a fire going?
I'm tapped
Go
out.
for
I have no fire.
I have a tinderbox.
Yeah,
Is
that'll
there any
do it.
material around? Anything we can smash up and put in the hearth?
I think we.
I create a bonfire and I cast light on my dog so everybody can see.
All right.
Just
That's
like
weird. Didn't show the light spell.
It's 3 more bashes against that door.
yeah. Anyway, you could pick that bonfire up and move it downstairs with us.
Yeah, I can cast it anytime.
On the third bash, the wall around that door is just going to blast open, and the cold is just going to start to sink into this room.
Let's get downstairs.
I'm following Justin.
Move it.
Yeah, down we go.
Come on, people.
We see the dragon as it's like bashing against the door, bashing sort of the part of the walls down.
You can make a perception check at disadvantage. Right now, you're seeing like the focused blizzard coming through that wall as if this entire area is just whirling winds coming into that section. You see like little bits of the crest across the central part of its head, but other than that, it just looks like snow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call to the others like, let's try and get downstairs. I will move and start my way down.
And I'm guessing we're all just following Justin downstairs.
Yeah.
So there's a stairway about 40 feet leading down this long hallway, and you're like not crawling, you're walking into this like underground area where you're below like the lower level of stone. You feel pretty solid like 5 or 10 degrees difference in the temperature just going a little bit underground here. And very quickly, you do notice there's a small room here, and there are 3 doors, one to the south, and one east, and one west.
Before we go downstairs, we all go downstairs. Can we shut the door before we go down?
You can shut like one of the secret doors behind you, like just kind of pushing it shut.
Okay.
So this 5 to 10 degree temperature, is that 10 degree, 5, 10 warmer or colder?
My bad, warmer.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, it's like a level of like insulation where like you go underground enough, it gets closer to like a constant temperature that the actual environment around doesn't affect as much, and that's what you're coming in contact with, kind of thing.
Right, like a cave sort of net. All right, so I will. I'm gonna go look to the door to my right, to the east.
Just going to open it.
Yeah, if I can.
So as you open the door, you see a hall in front of you, and very quickly you see that there. Oh, actually, I should say each of these doors has above it in common the words crypt. But as you open the door, you very quickly see that there is a tomb in front of you, a stone sarcophagus of about 4 feet off the ground, and it's about 6 feet long, maybe 7 feet long, from what you can tell, just directly ahead of you. And there seems to be signs that the corridor leads north and south from here.
Nice.
All right. Be on your guard. We don't know what might be down here. Can't be any worse than what's above us.
God damn it. God damn it. There better not be undead down here.
Yeah, because undead stands so much of a chance against Burke.
No, I do not want undead. Already fucked
No.
up.
Burke's gone because he's disappeared off the map. So
Wait, you
Are you
don't see
there?
yourself?
I can see you.
I'm back. I just reloaded my screen. Now I'm back. So yeah, great.
Word.
I don't know. I disappeared into the unrevealed map at some point.
Off into the void. It's time to give Burke his first experience of the ethereal plane.
Well, we don't have to open the crypt. You know, we don't have to like defile the dead. Not every time.
Oh,
I guess some of
I'm
the time.
Yeah, I'm not planning to open the sarcophagus
Oh, really?
unless there's a reason to.
Okay.
So I'm going to sort of cautiously start moving a little bit in towards the sarcophagus. Maybe not knowing sort of anything about it, I might like check for traps in the area in front of the sarcophagus, just in case there might be something that would be put here to protect their dead.
You can roll an investigation. Check that out. Looking over it, it seems like a pretty typical crypt. Everything is nice and fine in the outer area. The initial spot where you walk into is finely hewn stone, and then the moment you get closer and closer to the actual crypts, you very quickly recognize that the stone in this area is just rough hewn as if it was by need only, and all ceremony was dropped, kind of thing.
Is there any description of the doors?
They're still large, like stone doors. These are not like as encroached in ice like much of the other, like the rest of the castle here. But it's still very similar stone structures. They're still quite finely made, but it's not like they're not extremely extravagant. And down into this area, they're much more utilitarian. probably a little bit thinner than the rest. As Jason like opens that one, it's still like a thick stone door, but it's almost like half the width of the doors above.
Well, as Yasin is checking out the east side, Ezra is gonna open up the west door, see what's in there.
You get a very similar view across the west. As you open it up, you see about 20 feet inside. There's a casket inside of its own little, like, kind of cubby hole.
Can I make out, like, if there's any markers, like, who's in the stone caskets or anything like that?
If you approach closer, you can roll an investigation and take a look. As you approach and kind of look over, you do see signs that there is, like, an engraving. You're vaguely familiar with the script, that it seems almost Sylvan, but it's not quite familiar, and you can't actually make out the words of the name or the words that are on there. But as you move in, you would also spot that there are quite a few more areas to this, that it goes both north and south, spotting that there's multiple other crypts or sarcophagi in this area.
Burke's gonna say a little prayer.
Is there anything by chance that we hear anything above us at all?
Roll a perception. You hear signs of the whirling, like, winds of the blizzard about you. You hear occasional slams and crashes, as if the dragon is still slamming its body into the stone. But almost as soon as you close that door before, a lot of that was muted, and a lot more so as you cleared that, like, 40-foot stairwell as you started to climb into this area. You're straining yourself to hear signs of the dragon right now, more than that you can actually hear anything.
Okay. So guys, we may want to look for another exit out of here. Just in case, I guess. I don't know, you think the dragon could find the secret door?
Oh, it doesn't need a secret door if it can just smash through the walls.
Oh no, I mean, I just like, it would have to find that spot and just smash right into it, it would have to like know like, oh, I have to go through here. You know what I mean? I don't know if a dragon would be that smart.
We could just smash through any of the whole walls. Doesn't need the hidden wall.
Roll an intelligence for me, Victor. And I'm probably going to have to take a break after we do this. All right. Well,
Okay.
crushing that one. We're going to take a break right here.
Fucking duh. Hard cut.
Like, anytime before 5:20, make sure to be back at your desk. As soon as everybody's back, we'll get started again, but approximately like 15 minutes if you need the full time to step away. Otherwise, I'll be back in a few minutes.
That
All
sounds
right.
good. I'm back. Anyone else is back wants to try and discuss a little strategy before we get started again.
I am also here.
Well, worried about being in such an enclosed space, but
Yeah, I feel like if we're unlucky and like we don't have any other way out of here, I mean, if the dragon actually like caves in the stairs part, then we're fucked.
we have to maybe hope maybe they built some sort of secret escape tunnel or something through the mountain.
And again, why would that be in the crypt? And in a crypt which seems like they built rather like not for ceremony, more like shit, we need to bury people fast and this is where we can do it.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about the background of this, who originally built this hold or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe gases. Gases. Can't pronounce his name properly. Gases. If he knows anything, seeing as his group went here before, if they had like a reason for going here, or if they were like looking for something, anything.
I mean, mechanically, I don't think he's going to have a lot of background knowledge either. I think it was kind of more of just a way to get him with the group.
Yeah, you're right. What's probably more just about here. You can join the group now. This is the way.
Icho.
All right. So, do either of you have any ideas about plan going forward?
Swift retreat.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like, there's got to be another exit out of here. But I feel like he's gonna sort of like scent or whatever. He's gonna track us to down here, get down here, and try and mess us up.
I mean, part of me I mean, you guys landed a couple solid. Part of me wants.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I could probably keep us up for a couple of rounds. We're taking too much damage. But
I think I heard Justin, Chris, and Sulla so far.
I think Ty is back too.
Yep. No. Pretty tapped on my power, so got no spell slots left, so I can't really do much else.
but you have Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's my bread and butter. The yeah, I see my bread and butter is now. No, it's still Eldritch Blast. It's still Eldritch.
Again, now you get two.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, that's also a thing. Yeah, I can push and pull him away. So I can possibly, get him a good distance away from us. Oh no, just 20 feet. But
I have to imagine a dragon can cover a lot of ground fairly quick.
over in a tight corridor or something, and he's gonna be struggling trying to fit through this. Like, keep pushing him into a wall or around the corridor or something. That might be useful. We'll see. Yeah, there's got to be another exit down here. Get out of here.
Charge 4. Making a map of this.
I always recommend making your own maps.
Okay. I don't think I've ever done that, but yeah, I'll give it a shot.
You guys saw me cover up Cornba here multiple times while you were inside of there. When you move away from somewhere, I usually hide it again.
Pull out parchment. Ready back.
I think we're just waiting for.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
So who is still not back yet?
I think we're still waiting on Larry, but we can also get started back up here.
Hey guys, I'm here. Sorry, I've been here for a while. I guess maybe you didn't hear me before. Charge ahead.
So I'm going to cast and I'll start sort of moving south.
So as you start to clear out this area, you do spot that there's quite a few of these sarcophaguses here. And among all the sarcophagi, everything kind of checks out in that same way. Like, it's a rough-hewn corridor. It's probably about 8 feet tall inside of this area, and many of the sarcophagi are covered in only say a 6-foot opening. It's like the minimal amount done to get this stone sarcophagus into place.
I'm gonna open up this south.
Open up to another corridor. And you spot another sarcophagus, and this one is inside of actual stonework on the floor. There's a sarcophagus in the center of the room that is perpendicular to you. And kind of looking down into the area, you see signs of a few others. There seems to be at least 3 sarcophagi in this room. What are you looking to do? Do a history check.
I'll let everyone else. Seems kind of like more of a special room.
It's not clear.
Hearing down main room to join.
Ezra does the same.
I'll step in.
I'm just gonna ask the group. We recognize writing on the surface. Not recognize, but it had some similarities to Sylvan. I'm wondering if anyone else recognized what was on them, if they could read them.
What was the writing on it?
Well, it was similar to Sylvan, but I couldn't tell what language.
Are there any writing on the offices here? Coffin, excuse me.
You can do an investigation. You do indeed spot little like placards kind of engraved into each of the sarcophagi.
Any chance I could read the language?
I can either look up your character right now, which I'm doing, or you can tell me what languages you speak.
I speak Common, Infernal, and Uncommon.
You do not.
Yeah, I can't read it. Yeah. I can read. I can't read this, Ezra.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Gods does recognize these as elvish little engravings. The first one you kind of look over, it seems like this person was named Moon Nose.
All right.
Plain.
You're expecting more trees, I guess?
I don't know anything about elves.
Cave in.
Uh, any more like secret doors here, Aston, or anything?
Might sort of hidden door.
Within moments of you approaching in there, you see that the southern end of this room is more frozen ice than it is stone.
I'm not sure how long.
I could blast
Take
it.
a couple of seconds with magical.
Can I get a sense of like the
Do a perception. It's about 5+ feet thick. You actually very quickly start to see that there's that like glacial style of blue ice that just like permeates this end point.
All right.
They have to. I don't know. Maybe we could go back up.
Well, we can go back up, but we'll have to face the dragon. And
Yeah.
that we did hit it pretty hard.
Um.
Got some
Let me have you roll a d6. Don't roll a 1. Just roll a d6. You don't know why. Starts to chip away at the ice. The fire as well is melting away at the ice.
Okay. Okay, fire is that? Is that your fire gas? Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Are we just gonna take turns wailing on this ice, or?
shout out.
All right.
Head back towards the stairs and try and listen again.
I'll hang out with Gaz, not by himself in this.
You can roll a perception for me, Jason. Trying to be as quiet as you can. You hear the wind still kind of gushing about. Put a hand to the stone. Doesn't seem to be struck anymore. Or perhaps they've just grown more and more distant. But something seems to have changed.
Sneak upstairs and
Okay.
Do you want me to follow with you, Justin?
Healthy can.
Well, not as stealthy as you. You know, not really built for stealth.
So go ahead and try and get a cognizant.
Like walking up the stairs, you do feel the temperature change again, for sure. But you find yourself walking into that same corridor. You've got the two doors on each side, and from this side, they're both far more obvious. But they have almost like a little like handhold, like a little bit of a jug that you can kind of put your fingers in and open up the door either east or west of you.
So west.
So you start to open it. The first thing you kind of see is a door to the southwest, about 25 or so feet. Not 25, about 15 or so feet away from you. Otherwise seems to be an empty, deserted room. See a fur on the ground that makes you think that perhaps somebody's been here recently, but it's kind of hard to say. It is frozen with ice still. And with a little bit more of a look across the room, you see it's about 15 feet wide, about 20 foot north to south, and there is a hearth on the northern side. But other than that, seems to be empty and deserted. What's everyone else doing downstairs?
Hanging out, watching Gaz. Ice.
Recovering.
So if you'd like to strike at the ice again with a with your blacksmithing tools, roll another d6 for me. Starting to see signs of the ice kind of giving way to the heat, and the strikes are starting to open up little like shatter points across the ice, but it's still solid most of the way through. Everyone else is otherwise relaxing at that point and kind of not really doing anything.
I'll ask Gaz, do you want me to take a shot at it? See if that would help, or you keep doing?
Got
I was gonna Eldritch Blast it. That's all I have for. Step away, and I'll take a. I'll take a blast at it.
While I'm upstairs, can I try and take a look at light a fire recently?
Roll an investigation for me on that one. And Victor, let me have you roll 2d8.
-6.
Let me have everyone roll a perception check.
You need one for me, I'm assuming.
You're gonna hear it automatically. With the second blast of the Eldritch force shattering into the ice, there's a large breakaway of ice that kind of crumbles from the other side, and you actually see the first kind of signs of what's beyond, and there's a little ledge. There's still ice between you and it, but there's a little bit of a ledge, and there seems to be a rather straight course of ice sliding down the side of the mountain in an awfully like finished function. Like it shows humanoid interaction with this stone or this ice here. There's something about this slide in front of you that seems to into somebody has created this little area, and within moments of that like massive crack of ice, it kind of falls away, and it's like a glacier as it falls off, and it starts to scatter down the mountainside, and a large chunk of it seems to ride down this massive slide, and you just hear a large booming roar as it seems you've reattracted the dragon's attention. Yes, that's kind of what you see there, is basically the side of the mountain, and it seems to have a slide down the mountain.
Hearing
Somebody
this,
else
I
with
would
Coming from there now. And like, yeah.
having heard this, did I see anything in?
I think you got a little bit of, what was it, the 18? You got a little bit of a sign that it seems like somebody was trying to spark against something, but it also looks like they failed miserably. There's more of that, like, it's almost like a moist, like, leaf kind of wood, where all of the actual wood fibers have disintegrated with time, and it's just like the spongy remnants. And it doesn't look like anything ever even tried to catch a spark. It was only ever just that little bit of a spark hitting moist, spongy matter. Doesn't look like there was much effort put into it, but you do spot like the slightest signs that somebody tried something.
While that, hearing that loud boom,
I think we need to go back up now.
all out as I'm coming.
Yeah, broke through the ice. I attracted the dragon back down there, so I think we need to go back up.
So going up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you.
All right, I'll up the stairs.
Amzar. Yep, in Elven again.
I would quickly.
I just want to do a mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Were you talking before, Larry? I didn't hear you.
I did speak a number of times, including during the break when I was back. I think my mic was just like slightly unplugged. Sorry.
That happened to me.
Yeah, I heard one thing from you that you got back, and you said you were back a while ago. And then that was the next thing that I've heard, like 5 minutes of silence, probably. I guess it's actually 20 minutes now that I look at the time.
Yeah, it was probably wiggling around in there. So, yeah, Amzar's casket. Do it.
So, do a strength check for me. As you lift the top casing of the sarcophagus aside, you don't see any bones inside. You see pieces of metal and like constructive materials. Doesn't really make sense what it would be. You can take it out and start to investigate what's inside of there. But right now it seems like very much filled up with like metal and wood. But no, it's not very clear what on earth it would be. So is everybody else going upstairs?
Um,
I'm ready to move upstairs if others are going.
I don't think we have time to investigate a broken ice. Um, yeah, do you guys want to hold here until he's done kind of looking through this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to support him, right? Our new companion here by himself. Plus, when that thing, animates and jumps up, he might need some help.
Back down the. Looking a little.
Most of the time when we go poking around in crypts, things animate. So we'll hang out while you figure that out.
Yeah, but maybe don't take too much time. We did hear a big and angry dragon.
Well, let's see if you can figure out anything with that first coffin there. If we can't, then we'll just. I think we got to move on.
So after a few moments of pulling out like a few like long boards about the length of the actual sarcophagus, pulls out like a long metal, seems like a blade almost, and it's got a hook to one end of it. And then he pulls out a matching one, about 6 feet long.
Like a straight.
Almost.
Sorry.
More like a candy cane shape almost.
A straight. Yeah, just like a straight blade, like no hilt or anything like that.
It's just metal. There's nothing to hold on to. And it's like sharpened on the one side. You're shoving a blade into a bag of holding? Yes, and if it cuts the center of the bag of holding, it will tumble everything out. Yes. Normally, if you're putting a sword into a bag of holding, it's got a fucking sheath. Do you want to put something that is sharp into a bag of holding? I know you can create more so you don't care about it, but I'm just saying I'm gonna pop your bag of holding. No, not at all. They can hold 500 pounds, so they have something touching them.
Bandages.
Do you have a shitload of bandages and cloth?
Maybe you can approximate a sheath with those 2 of those boards.
Is there anything interesting about the wooden planks?
If you head down there and look over, you do notice that there seem to be different notches and things into them.
Obviously placed here for a reason. Should try and open another one. Stuff in it.
Okay. I'll help you open the next coffin.
So the 2 of you can roll a strength check. I don't think you can fail it, but might as well have you both roll still. Or athletics, rather. And probably about this time, you would all start to hear, like, cracking and crunching kind of starting to come through the ice from that southern wall as the last remnants of the ice are melting away, and there's a clearing to that side. As you pull off the lid of the next sarcophagus, it's empty. Nothing inside.
Bring that lid over.
Did those metal hooks for or do they fit into the
As he's starting to pull things out, it does seem like there's different portions that are meant to kind of fit together about this. You're starting to see the first signs that this is kind of like a puzzle to be put together.
So there's 2 of those long poles with like the blades on the sides, right?
There are indeed.
I was thinking that it was a sled.
And it is here that a dragon is going to come back into view. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
I didn't have my token selected. Do you want me to roll again, or do you want to put my 5 in?
It's a 5 regardless, so you can roll it to add it. Otherwise, I'll add you in a second once I get the dragon all set. My dry erase marker is becoming more of an eraser than a marker. All right, it's going to start off with Gaz as you see the dragon like landing into the side, and it's just on the other side of that melted hole over the.
Got it. And have anything?
Anything else that you'd like to do?
I wonder if one of our team were upstairs and a team downstairs. Oh, cap. Be prepared.
And it will go to Victor.
Okie dokie. Gonna blast.
Ken's gonna whiff.
Wow.
And 8 will whiff as well.
Okay, I'm running away.
So you hear like the sounds of the dragon before you actually see it show up. Your blasts are just a little bit too soon to when it kind of like bat wings onto the side of the cliff. Oh, what beautiful targets you guys have created.
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
standing next to me?
Why are you standing next to me?
I've been here. Time we've been.
Why are you all standing next to the person who just tried to talk to a dragon?
Because I haven't been allowed to move yet.
Get a chance to.
Let's see how bad it hates Justin.
It's Justin less than the rest of us, right? Damage to. Maybe it hates me the most, right?
For what it's worth, the 2 people running away from it, it's a apex predator, so running is usually a really great way to become a target. The 5 of you make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I knew I was gonna fail.
I rolled actual damage this time, too.
I knew I was gonna fail.
Alright, so Con 12, Burke and Gaz are going to take half at 11, 14, 16 damage, so the 2 of you will take 8.
Can I take my reaction? I have absorb elements.
Most certainly. So you can absorb cold, gaining the resistance to cold damage. What is it for the next? Is it a minute or is it an hour? I think a minute.
It actually just says 1 round.
Okay, 1 round. My bad. So yeah, you've got cold resistance there, so you will take 8 damage as well. And then everybody who failed that essentially has disadvantage on their next weapon attack.
Did 16?
Yeah, 16 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
It's gonna start to like squeeze its head in as it snaps out at Justin, and it's missing by like 20 feet, but this thing is just like snap, 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 just trying to reach out and grab at you. And you see each time it does, ice and stone start to crumble away from this wall as it's forcing more and more of its torso into this area. And it will go to Ezra.
Take a step to the left. Then I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the dragon.
Feel like that's for her next turn if it starts its turn there?
Yeah, it's if it starts its turn. Yeah, it's when it enters the area of effect for the first time, and then if it starts its turn. I can cast it.
The end of your turn there?
No, I'm also gonna cast Spirit Totem, and in bear form, give everyone. It's 5 plus 5, so it's 10 temporary hit point.
Alright, so I've been incorrectly playing temporary hit points, allowing people to pick people up with it. It is for conscious people only.
Yeah, I figured that, but I was thinking like get the ones who's conscious to be able to stay conscious for a while while we get the unconscious people up.
Gotcha. Where are you placing it? You've got your totem as well inside of your spells.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to place, but it doesn't want.
You can drag and drop it in.
Like drag the name, not the like 3 bar.
There. Now it's there.
Range on that 30.
30-foot radius. Yeah.
I think that'll cover everyone there.
And then I'm gonna just move out of the way, so I'm not gonna get hit by the next big breath attack.
That's right.
No worries. And that's the end of my turn.
At the end of Ezra's turn, the dragon's going to release from the wall, and as it starts to beat its wings, it's just creating a torrent of wind that's blasting into this room and over you, Justin. And the dragon is going to disappear from view. What would you like to do there, Justin?
All right. Give me that. Thing up this, moving straight back and up. Yeah, so I can. Is that a free interaction?
In general, you can close the door. Is Justin actually thinking about closing the door?
Probably
Or
on
are
his
you
way.
thinking about running?
He's thinking about running, but he would.
You can close the door.
Being sort of closing the door as I pass it.
Yeah, I think you're back up on the other level if you're running full tilt. Satoris, can you switch the red die over to Whisper and roll a death saving throw whispered to me, please?
That whisper thing. I do remember seeing.
I think if you right-click it, that should give you the choice to switch it to Whisper. But I feel like with Beyond 20, it's that one's pretty like clear, kind of any time you go into it.
That didn't give me.
So the good news is I'm not going to count that one because it was sent to everyone.
Still, it's not giving me a choice.
I think
Oh.
if you, the red B for Beyond 20, if you right click it, you should be able to open options. And then the top one, like it's whisper rolls to the DM, you should just be able to switch that to like essentially always whisper. Because it's just for this roll, basically.
Something.
It's the little red polyhedron up there.
Okay. Okay. So I change it to always whisper,
Yeah,
and that will whisper it directly to you. Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Now it's not allowing me to roll. Let's say it just gave it to me. I'll just roll a 1d20.
And then Ezra, if you can set yours, or not Ezra, Victor, if you can set yours up to whisper right now.
Gotcha.
And effectively, while Satoris is getting that set, yeah, Burke's one of the people who it could change depending on what he rolls. I think we'll backtrack if he rolls a 20, Burke, but otherwise, if you'd like to start your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna my bonus action in my regular action healing. So healing word.
It'll be one or the other.
Can't do both.
Nope.
And I was thinking about doing healing word as my bonus action plus using my heal proficiency as my action. You allow
Oh, my
that?
bad. That actually, I think, is viable because of the healer feat. My bad. I forgot that you've got that now.
Well, I'm not sure I was that clear that that was the plan, but that is the plan now. If we can do healing on Satoris, then I'm going to cast healing word Victor.
Word. So if you guys will switch off of that whisper, for what it's worth, I don't think it matters. We'll just go for that 7 because I still haven't seen a roll to see a 20 from you. And that was the only thing that I think would really affect it. As Burke gets both of you up, the heal for Victor should be much better.
And Burke's going to get
Is
the hell
it-
out of the way.
I think it's a d6 plus 4 plus 5. Is that correct for healer's feat?
It's my first time, so you could be right about that. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure the die roll is a d6, and I think it's plus 4. And then he has 5 hit dice, so he gets plus 1 for each hit dice. Hit die.
That's right.
So yeah, D6. If you roll a D6 for us, Burke, and Victor will gain that +9. So 14 hit points to Victor, 5 to Satoris, and the two of you will stand.
I'm gonna get the hell out of the way.
If only this whole mountain peak was made of ice. This would be so much easier. And it's going to go to Gaz. Oh yeah, I thought I revealed this whole area basically at this point.
Oh, there you go. Might come back. I think we might get out of here. Well, I thought you were talking about going back into that.
Way down or out.
The last one we opened was empty, thankfully. But yeah, I see where you're getting at. It, something. Still an initiative. So,
Well, we came here to kill this thing, right? So we got to figure out how to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Why?
we're here. Dragon Slayers. That's what.
Well,
Not
not
very good.
yet.
Yeah.
You gotta like think about what you want. Aspirational.
Burke is a yes man, using the power of yes. I can't remember the actual book. Strength
Shit,
check.
I don't want to stand next to you while you do.
See some bones and some different things inside, rusted metal armors and a few different weapons that seem to be rusted. You can look for the name if you'd like. You've just thrown the top to the ground. Yep. We'll go to Victor.
Okay. Okay. That coffin to the rest of. I'll attempt to open it.
Strength check. Athletics check.
on some weird reason. Okay.
Kind of the same thing. You see there's bones inside, rusty armor, as well as some rusty weapons.
Gonna keep doing this or whatever. Couldn't hurt. Yeah, that'll be the.
Yeah, I think at present, that will kind of end this little moment here. I guess technically the last dragon movement was actually a legendary action, so I might have skipped over people having that final choice, but you guys are essentially out of initiative order there.
Why don't we pop upstairs, guys, and have a conversation about how we're going to kill this dragon? Team meeting.
Have a little powwow right here, you know, if you want. Right here.
I kind of recall him dropping a ice ball in the. Well, you getting killed.
Well, you know, we could do it upstairs too. Gaz was trying to, you know, investigate down here. I don't know if we want to keep doing that. I don't know.
Or this.
Is the door closed now? We can't get firebombed here.
The southern one is closed.
Yeah, I vote for going upstairs and, well, see if we can actually fight the dragon on more open areas where we're not bunched up together.
What time is it? Figure out what time it is, or guess.
Offhand, I think this is my one group that nobody has keen mind.
Nope.
You probably guess it's roughly about like high sun.
Okay. I think this would be the best place for us to take a short rest, quick. Then upstairs. I don't
I
see it.
mean,
I don't see it getting through that door.
yeah, no, I just say that's short rest. Is it really doing that much for us? Get some hit points back, maybe, but not really spell slots or things like that.
Good luck,
No
group,
idea
bro. Mechanically, now that you've got a warlock every 5 minutes, can we take a short rest? Can we take a short rest? Guys, can we short rest? Do you guys want a short rest? Short rest? Short rest? Short rest?
I have
Well,
no idea
yeah.
where the dragon is. Give it an.
All right.
Standing for.
Well, I don't think he really wanted to get in here before, seeing as it's just a bunch of sarcophagi. Now there's people in here.
Guys can.
You do that. I'm not gonna stop you.
So, as a group, are you all taking short rest down here? And then Gaz is just going through everything?
Well, I guess we're taking a short rest then.
Make a decision as a group what you're doing.
Burks, Dorius? Do you
Short
think?
rest.
I'm for a short rest upstairs.
But my
If you
thing
guys
is,
think it's safe
my-
in here, then we'll do it here.
my thing is that I guess there could be find a better room. That would probably.
We'll take a short rest in the sarcophagus area, just not here in the center where we're in line of sight to the exit door.
Mara, do I recall last room? Baptist.
It had a single door on the southwest, and then it had the actual hearth, which obviously would have a chimney. So, depending on how window/door like you consider that.
Okay, but it was kind of like an interior room.
That is correct.
But
I'm not sure. Without tokens, do you all see anything here right now?
So I
Yeah,
can
I-
see the.
Yeah.
So then that left room would have been what you explored when you were up here solo. The westernmost room.
And let's go upstairs.
Was that convincing to Gaz as well? You're heading up, all six?
we figure out how to lock that door that we haven't explored yet. Can we some pythons
think
under
we
it
would-
to keep it from opening? I was thinking about other people walking through the door that aren't the dragon.
I don't feel like there's much risk of that.
We can just do it.
We
Just to
can.
be safe.
So what are you all thinking with the door?
Slide a python under the door. Keep it from trying to keep it from being opened. Is it open inward? Like all the doors.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna slide a wedge under the door. Just I'm paranoid. Your short rest.
Let's see. As you start to wedge the python underneath and give it like a little tap with the hammer to kind of like force it on there in there, the door is actually going to shatter and all of the stone is going to crumble, and you're going to see an opening towards the outside, and the wind and snow is going to start to blast into this room. Need everybody to make a con save. And then Burke, you are going to, I guess actually let me have everybody do the con save and then a perception check.
Fucking con saves were a bit.
Crushing it.
Right after I said I was on save. Now that I've said that,
All right, so Burke and Victor are going to take 6 cold damage. Everybody else will take 3. The dog will take 6.
I'm assuming those temporary hit.
It lasts.
Technically speaking, those are until you, I think it's on a long rest, so those temporary hit points can actually be knocked off. The only difference is it's only 4 of you have them, so Taurus and Victor would never get them.
Ah.
10, so you'd probably still have 4. Oh, wait, you would have 7 still. You passed. The dog could still have 4.
Maybe this is not the right room for us to hold up in. What do we see outside the door? Oh, I guess you did.
That's what the
The
perception
perception
check
check.
was doing. I'm trying to look
Oh.
over those right now. So yeah, as the blizzard like swamps through this room, all of you all are obscured into the snow. And again, I am going to blast you all with its breath.
I'm down.
Taurus, you're down already?
I think he was just saying once the breath comes in.
Yeah, no, I know. I was gonna say that too.
Rolled all.
I tried. 4, 6, 10 total. So Constitution saving throws. I believe its breath is a con 12.
And Justin, as predicted.
All right. So Burke will take 5. Justin will take 10. Ezra 5. Victor 5. Gaz will take 10, and the dog will take 5. And then so Taurus, you didn't have like many hit points at all, so you're just right back unconscious.
Yep. Third time. How long has it been?
Probably not even an hour.
I haven't been keeping a whole lot of track, but take a level of exhaustion as you go unconscious there.
Only the second time, I think.
That sounds right to me.
Nope. I fell on the bridge as well.
Oh yeah, you got left on the bridge.
Ezra did that one.
For what it's worth, depending on what you all do, if anybody is kind of staying around, you can go to initiative. If everybody is simply running out of this room, it's not really a big deal.
I was gonna see if I could take a few shots at him. I kind of like peep around and take a shot.
You can certainly go for that.
Yeah, I feel like we have to take a stand. basically.
9's a big miss. Sinks directly into its neck.
I'm going away. Not really doing much of whatever. Running downstairs as far as I can go.
I guess
Bigger question of what you're going for.
I think essentially moving to get line of sight.
I think you could manage that in that turn. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's even a possibility of any sort of negative when it's like 3 times as high as you. But no, you gain no information about this thing. "24 will hit."
Sneak attack. So and then re-enter that hidden door.
To the other side.
Yeah.
That takes next to no effort. What's everyone else doing? I feel like Burke, Ezra.
Yeah, Burke's gonna step up and throw a guiding bolt at the dragon again.
Excellent. Sling that on through.
There.
"18 will hit." Justin, roll a d20 for me. Fish for a 20. Give you that sneak attack added on.
Was that because his guiding bolt?
Yeah, essentially like letting you guys act at the same time. So because he was planning on guiding bolt, we'll give you the advantage on your bow shot.
Like 3 extra sneak damage. 3-1. The lowest possible.
It's acceptable. I gave you the chance for the crit instead of just keeping the same damage anyways. The same rolls.
So I'm gonna run over to Satoris. And I think I don't have a bonus action solution for, because I can't cast Healing Word after I cast Guiding Bolt.
Correct.
No worries, I'll slap him with a Cure Wounds.
Cool.
So I think we've got
My thanks.
Justin crossing over to the other room. You would see that at this point, much of that like entry area, the murder hole that you walked in from, is like shattered and collapsed in. The stonework basically having failed and crumbled over there. And then it looks like Victor, Gaz, and Fluffy have ran down the stairs. Ezra, are you holding to the room right now?
Yeah, I'll hold to the room.
All right, and then Satoris is up. Are you staying inside of the room, Satoris? Ezra, roll an intelligence check for me. DC 8. Your
Yeah, I'm
feet
stupid.
start to freeze to the ground, and Ezra is restrained.
I kind of figured out what I did wrong as soon as I said it.
I'm half mine to just rush the piece of shit.
Fuck yeah, okay.
But
I mean,
no,
if we're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
die, might as well do.
It's very unrelenting.
It's probably just gonna keep coming for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who has proficiency in nature, animal handling, or... yeah, let's go for those two. Roll a check for me.
Come to think of it, why is it even upset? We didn't attack it at the beginning.
He's just looking at this
We're in
I think
its
it's just being a dick at this.
one.
He is being a dick.
Yeah, I feel like Gaz is running, so he's probably the least likely to actually mention this to you all. But this white dragon has been acting like a ravenous animal, trying to feed and protect its home. Doesn't seem malicious so much as it's something that wants to eat, and it's putting all of its effort into trying to taste one of you delicious little morsels.
Okay, I'm charging it.
All right, so
Bullets.
as you stand, you're starting prone from the ground. Does that still? I feel like you could potentially still make it there using like the bonus, but
Hypothermia has set in, and I cannot think properly. Ah,
so I think you'll get your main attacks. And I would also suggest while you're charging, yell out to try to get everybody else in there with you.
ah. I'll just curse like a sailor. Shut the fucking dragon!
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, that's a
Oh yeah, you're still set on Whisper, but an 11 is a miss.
that should be my turn.
Level. Oh yeah, rogues don't get a second attack. My bad. Psych. And we'll take that to initiative now.
Burke looks a little shocked.
Love that I get the highest initiative I got all day, and I'm restrained.
I cannot hear your mic right now, Ty.
But it wasn't important.
Alrighty, so it's gonna lead off with Victor. Looks like all of you are on.
Back up the stairs, I guess. Team in charge out. I have Leroy Jenkins. I know what's going on. Step there and take 2 more pass steps.
$23 hit. 16, I'm pretty sure is a miss. I'm off its character sheet. Can roll damage for that. Yeah, my bad. 16 just like glances off of some of its scales and just flies off just beyond it.
Should I? Um. Uh,
I did not catch that last part. I heard I can't ask.
yeah, I was. If I pull him, knock Scylla over.
If you pulled, it would be more like it moves him out of the way, kind of thing. It can't like do anything negative to him.
Alright, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh wait.
And on to Ezra. So your feet are freezing to the ground. You can make a strength save to try to break free. Force your way out, and it feels like this ice is freezing around your feet just as fast as you're trying to break it free.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn then.
And it will go to Gaz.
Yes, man.
No. Taurus, make a Constitution saving throw. And then Ezra and Victor, Constitution saves.
Hey.
Total the 2 damage. So Ezra and Sartoris take 2, Victor will take 1 as the snow blasts in from the open entrance. And I will go to Burke. What's your dexterity?
What's Burke's dexterity?
Yeah. Got a modifier?
+0.
Are you 10 or 11?
11.
Rushing. Burke, it's on you.
All right. I'm going to run down to get line of sight and use the wand of magic missiles on this thing.
Oh, shit. What level are you casting at?
Seems like I haven't used this wand before. It seems like I can cast at 3rd level, 2nd level. Do you have a like the sheet tells me I can cast all the way up to 6th level, which obviously I can't do. So is
Well, no,
2nd level my highest or what?
You can. It has charges. I'm pretty sure it might be on 6 because somebody picked it up and shot a charge that day. So it should actually be up to full. Which, quite honestly, that means you can use 1st all the way up to 7th level.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Well, I'm gonna up to 7th level.
So I'm not sure if it can break if you expend all of it.
It is a possibility for it to break. Yeah.
Yep, so roll a d20. Roll a 1. It's gone. You're golden. So yeah, you can cast a 7th level magic missile at this point.
And it automatically hits, right? So I'm just firing the
Yeah,
damage off.
you're shooting 7
Cool.
missiles. So what it's worth, you're actually just going to cast that. What is it? I think it's 3 is first level, so 9 times you have to click it. So 5. One more. Like you're just gonna have to press it quite a few times here.
That's 9.
And if you can just confirm in that text that it's 2 plus the level of the spell, which I'm pretty sure Magic Missile is, but 10, 12, 22, 31, 35 damage.
2 plus the level of the spell.
Excellent.
Yeah, you get 1 more dart for each slot level above first.
Yeah, so as these 9 little darts of light start to just right into the chest of the dragon, it is going to recoil in pain and it holds on to itself. It's fighting, it's bloody, it's certainly damaged and injured, but it seems to hold on through this fight. Anything else from Burke there?
I'm just going to run back to the corner and see, can I use my healing word after casting Magic Missile? I'm not sure what it is.
Damn, I'm pretty sure using the weapon counts as actually casting a spell. It's just through the weapon that the spell slots come. So I would say no.
Okay. All right. Got it. And that's my turn.
So Taurus, you're gonna see as like the ice around this thing almost starts to build up inside of its neck as it forms a massive ball of cold inside of it, and the ice crystals start to like melt away from its scales, like it's like sweating ice almost. And it is going to blast another ball of cold into the room. I think that's probably where it can get to. And that'll put Ezra, Victor, and Justin inside of the blast.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
So, con saves from the other 2 of you. Justin will take the full brunt of it right now. Victor will take the full. Oh shit. 2 6s and 2 2s. 12, 14, 16. So it will be. Can you do a con save for Ezra? That's going to be full as well, so you'll take half. So Ezra will take 8. Justin and Victor will both take 16 cold damage.
I'm down.
One hit point.
Oh,
And then it is going to claw at Satori. One is going to miss with a 13, I believe. The other one should hit with, or it's actually an 11. And the other one, I believe, will hit with a 22. And its claws are... it's going to do 10, 15 damage. Slashing.
Jeez.
Gonna use my uncanny dodge and half it. What's that? 7?
Yeah, 7. And it will go to Satoris.
God, I just wanna hit it.
Fucking kill him. You're gonna do it.
Oh, you, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
23 hits. For 15.
That. And I'll use my bonus to offhand him as well. That's a miss.
Yeah, you get to apply sneak attack. It doesn't give you any sort of advantage, right?
No, it doesn't give me advantage. I can just
Gotcha.
apply it.
Yeah, so the 12 is going to be a miss there. Let's see. Hmm. With this attack, you're able to get the rapier in and under its wing, and almost instantaneously as you stab your rapier in, you hear this thing is shrieking out in pain, and it starts to like I don't know, like wounded bird flap that wing, and it's not getting air pressure as it starts to flap away from you, and at the end of its turn it's going to push to try to get that wing, and it seems like it's struggling to make its way back up into the air. It is going to use its wing attack. I need you to make a I think it's a dexterity saving throw, and you can have advantage on this.
90.
So that will pass. So I believe you'll take just 0 damage. Is evasion level 6? I feel like evasion is level 6, actually.
7.
Yeah,
Level 7?
I don't have it yet.
Yeah, so it is 6, 11 damage.
I'm down.
So you'll take 5 there. And it's fleeing for its life. It doesn't even notice as you fall.
Come on.
Justin unconscious. Anybody who's unconscious right now, set yourselves up to whisper and send me a death save, Justin.
That whisper?
Nope.
They said it's a whisper.
If you're actually rolling on roll 20, I wonder if it doesn't even pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not going through beyond, and you're setting it on beyond. So if you just set your hit points to 0, you should gain access to rolling a death save, and that should be how you kind of go about doing it.
0, and now I see.
In the center, I feel like it is. Bam, there you go.
Okay, yep, got it.
So Justin is going to just be faintly coughing on the ground as his breathing is extremely labored. And it will go to Victor. Same thing, if you can make sure you're set on Whisper and send me a death save. And very similar situation from Victor, just like labored, faint breathing, and like sporadic coughing. And it's going to go to Ezra.
Yeah, I'm gonna just cure wounds Victor. And then it was strength save for the restraint. Right?
Oh God, I forgot. Yep, you're still restrained. Yep, strength. Shit. Victor and Justin are going to freeze into place as well.
Well, Victor at least should be healed.
Yeah, Victor
Yep.
will gain consciousness, but you're technically frozen prone as well.
Damn.
10 is not gonna break free from the ice.
Then that's the end of my turn.
And on to Gaz. You would see the dragon is actually like up and above you here. It's like 40 feet up. My bad, I didn't actually move it after the wing attack. I got distracted. Like, if you move out there and you don't see the dragon at present, do you have something else that you'd like to do? Yeah, when it uses its wing attack, it flies away. It, like, gains movement speed. That's what killed Sertoris. Same thing it used when it, like, fleed from the moonbeam. No, this is back outside. This is like a parapet almost. Oh shit. Yeah, I completely misinterpreted this whole fucking room. Yep, that's what we're going for. Shattered building over here. This is parapet. It's a dragon.
mind.
Do you have any range? So
First
you can
throw
chuck
would've-
the spear, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
That's magically.
Is that one of the things that you create with an artificer? That your spear returns to you?
Option, but I didn't that one. Up in the
Yeah, there is a hall to the south. It is a shattered doorway.
I'll throw a spear at it. And I can't attack again because
Anything from your doggy?
no.
So let's see. I think Ezra, Victor, Gaz, Constitution saves. 10 verse 6. Oh yeah, you can turn off the, well, theoretically you can turn off the whisper with Victor. But that is a save. You'll take 3. Ezra will take 6.
I'm down.
Can you roll a con save with Gaz? Did I miss that? No. Yeah. And then Satoris, lose a death saving throw as the ice like bites into you. And we'll go to Burke.
All right, so Burke is going to use action to heal Ezra with his healing kit.
Gotcha. So roll a d6. So you can take 13 healing on Ezra.
I'm going to cast my bonus action healing word on Justin. And then I'm going to scream, follow me, and run out here, maybe hide in this doorway. Justin, you're like not down anymore, I think.
Yeah, I put back 5 hit.
Oh, okay. I was seeing the cross. I guess that's Mara does that.
You guys can do it as well. It's part of your tokens. So yeah, at this point, it's going to flee away. And this will end this combat here. And we'll pick up next week at this kind of general spot.
Can I just get to Satoris before then?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to move up to him and hit him with the healer's kit, like, the next turn, that's fine.
That's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want him to be dead for a whole week.
But Satoris would be able to catch you all up to speed that the dragon was severely injured as he took it to combat, and it was certainly close to where you guys can actually come out with the victory. And perhaps that's why it's left.
Cheers.
Everybody went down, man. So Satoris, you got what, 9 hit points back? Is it 3 plus? No, 8.
Should be 12. I believe it's 9 plus the d6.
Plus 3. Awesome.
I've seen the door of death 4 times.
Yeah, my bad on that one, but also can you add another level of exhaustion to Satoris?
Yes.
I feel like, Justin, you've not gone down in all of those battles. That was the first?
That was the first time.
Victor, it was, I think, the second for you, so you'll have 1 level of exhaustion. And then I think Ezra is free and clear as well, so I think he's no levels.
My first down.
Excellent. So yeah, we will pick up there with you all. It's definitely a interesting cat and mouse and cat kind of situation going on here. I think there's a vague thought that you guys can hunt the dragon, and the dragon definitely thinks that it can hunt you. So something along those lines is going to happen in the next few moments here, and we'll pick up there next week. I was trying to think earlier, I'm like, damn, should I stop them at that room? And then I rolled a fucking 20 for something to happen. As Burke was sealing up the door, I'm like, yeah, shit's gonna hit the fan.
It's more like cat and cockroach battle.
I feel like this castle might be one of the few places that cockroaches can exist. I think it's too cold.
Probably encased in ice, and if you melt the
That's probably true. Like 17 million year old cockroaches. They're just waiting.
Realized that I had myself muted. Weird time there. Oh man.
Glad you're back.
I feel like that was a pretty legit battle as far as things went. Could go.
Yeah. Man, if God damn it. That Magic Missile. Good.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah, that would have been a kill, but I rolled at 18 for its con save. It was so fucking close. That was good damage.
I can't miss.
Oh, the 7 levels is nice. I didn't realize that. I like I was going to go for the can't miss because I was out of spells that could really do any damage that mattered. But all right, I've been saving those guiding bolt, saving those up for today. They're useful.
Oh, guiding bolt with rogues around is fucking beautiful. Anytime you see yourself right in front of a rogue on initiative order, it's like, all right, Sartorius, wait for this. Stab in right after I blast it.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Welcome, Jonah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. See you guys.
Do well, Larry. Have a great night.
Have a good night, everyone.